think Hantavirus is a big deal, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's just the COVID-19 stuff is circulating again, and I think people are just, they need a break. And I think that all the talk around wanting another quarantine is just people, I'm Gen Z, and I know a lot of people that it's all jokes, realistically. And I know that most people, life is tough right now, and they are looking back fondly at COVID. Maybe not at the uh, buying toilet paper and the tough times, but more so playing video games inside, having fun on social media, talking with friends online and whatnot. But I want to be the maybe bearer of bad news and tell you guys that I don't think that that's going to be the case. Hantavirus is not an airborne disease. It's spread through rats. It's spread through droppings and whatnot. And on that was it the Carnival cruise ship? I think that is an overreach, to say that it's going to be something that is going to affect the majority of people, and I don't want to be the guy to say that COVID wasn't a big deal, because it was. It killed a lot of people, but the people who were affected by it and died were, I don't, again, it's just an opinion. They were gonna die anyway. This is coming from someone who isn't affected. I do have a disease that I was born with, but again, COVID wasn't the Black Death where it killed like 90% of the human population. I think that saying something like this is gonna spread is, it's not that realistic is what I'm trying to say. Like, you also have to realize that, let me sit back. Hantavirus is not something that is transmissible through human contact. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that's, I might get this wrong, but it's a pathogen that's spread through like droppings, through having rats and whatnot be around you. And that's disgusting, by the way. Like, that cruise ship line is just, that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That you're sitting there and there's rats that you're paying money to be on a vacation. Like, that is kind of crazy. I can't even lie. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen if it hasn't already happened. But anyway, what I was getting into before I just redo my camera, it stopped recording for some reason. People are looking for a big break, honestly, and I think that this is mainly this video is about. It's like, gas is damn near like $5. What is $5 here in Illinois? I know that, the price of eggs and everything and this and that, and hell, even toilet paper is like, it's really expensive. And I think it's like, how bad life has gotten when people are looking at quarantine as the sign of things to go back to, when really COVID was the start of all this madness, you know. And I want to let you guys know that you can't always be looking at the down. My dog is barking. You can't always be dooming, because if you're always dooming, life isn't gonna get better. I mean, life, it goes up and down. It's like a roller coaster, But you can't let that dictate what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I want to make this video to let you guys know that it's not something to be afraid of. Not to be someone who's gonna say nothing ever happens. But a hantavirus is not a big deal. Okay? If I'm wrong, shoot me. I'm right here. But yeah, I was 14 when COVID happened. Hold on, I can't do math. I'm turning 21 soon, but I'm 20 right now. It affected me, it affected lots of Gen Z, because, and everybody else. But I highly doubt that hantavirus is going to be something you guys need to worry about. Sorry to be bearer of bad news. But if you need a break from life, take the break. I don't think the government's going to give it to us this time. Alright, that's it.